Hi, here we are. Our second sit-down meal in Cambridge at Trinity, where I've read students take their family members when they come to visit, and I am having the Jamaican spiced pork, and Honey's having the sea trout. It looks delicious.
Perfect, you read my mind.
How do you like it?
Very nice so far.
The pork is succulent. I think this is mackerel mousse. It's delicious. And how's your trout, Honey?
It's fine. I can just about take the spice there, which is a reflection on me and being typically English and my inability to take any sort of spice. Even the HP sauce would be a problem.
Okay, subscribers, I don't know what kind of pork cut this is, but I must say I think British pork is like loads better than American pork. It has like, I think the quality is better here. And there's cubes of, I don't know what this is, and I believe this is a mackerel pate and this is watercress. I'll try to see the menu again. But it's so juicy, a lovely taste, and spiced with Jamaican spices.
Oh, and you see, this is the difference between myself and Feasts. I mean, you just heard her wonderful explanation. Now, when I'm asked the same question, it's like, oh yeah, this is pretty good. With no detail at all. But I can talk more about the, I don't know, Buckingham Palace or whatever, travelling stuff. I like that.
Hello, people. So here's our, this is my seafood rendang with coconut milk. I think this is a Jamaican style preparation of seafood.
Question, what is rendang?
I don't know. Oh no, run down. It's like a Jamaican. You know how is it called pigeon? You know when something's translated or it sounds like that to the person. So I read it briefly online. I'll have to read some more.
So what would it be in English?
I don't know.
Not run down.
Rendang. We're gonna look up subscribers.
Rendang. Like cow dung.
And here's my honeys. This is a really nice plate. He has tomato, some sort of pate or mousse, and moussaka. So this is the moussaka that's layered, whereas the one from the Jordanian restaurant wasn't.
I have a question.
Okay.
Oh, my question to you is this. Now, some people will look at the size of the portions and they'll say, God, there's nothing there. I'd rather have fish and chips. But would some people say, well, this type of food is more filling, so you don't need the quantities of food that you might say have in fish and chips or whatever, right? Beans on toast, stuff like that. Because this type of food is more filling, and you couldn't eat this in larger quantities anyway because your stomach's not big enough. Would some people say that?
Maybe.
Is that a load of rubbish what I just said?
I think it's because of the courses. We can talk about that too. I don't think it's rubbish what you said.
See, what I've noticed is
But these seem more generous than like Michelin courses, don't they? They were bigger.
A little bit, I suppose.
Definitely mine was the pork and this.
And see, what I also like, right, is that you have a spoon that you need, and I don't. Now the waitress noticed that, right, and so gave you a spoon, didn't give me a spoon, and she was also very good with the water as well. She noticed that we were out of water, and didn't have to wait for me to add some more. That's good. And also these colours. This is not the colours of the Jamaican flag or anything like that, right? No, they're not actually. But, could you have this in any colour?
I don't know, honey. That's the color of the curry. Bon appetit! Hi people, subscribers. If you have a chance to come here, I highly recommend it. And, well, okay, I suggest it. I asked for this extra spicy, and it's not too spicy, and there's lovely flavor. And I was just mentioning to Peter, I've had exceptional seafood on this trip. And by this trip, I mean since we've left London. Whitstable had fantastic seafood at Sampai. And now we're here having this. It's so succulent. Flaky fish, delicious flavor. it's exceptional. And a lot of people don't think about British seafood as being exceptional. And I think places like this will change your mind.
Okay. Now, why is that? Right? I mean, okay, a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, British food, you out of your mind? It's a load of rubbish." Okay. Now, I don't actually know where this seafood comes from, where it was caught. I suppose it could have been here somewhere. But
Wonderful.
so you would say that this would not fit in within that stereotype of terrible food in this country?
Absolutely not. Yeah. No, this is excellent food.
So where'd that stereotype come from? Like the same people that came up with "it's always raining and foggy"?
Well, people might say it's not British because this is Jamaican, and that's Musaka is Greek. But it's British in the sense of the ingredients, and also probably a bit of the history. It's phenomenal. Subscribers to round out the prefix experience. We just had our dessert, which is coffee, and Honey's enjoying it, and his panna cotta with crumble. I know you've only had a few bites, but how is it?
So far, excellent. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
And Honey almost didn't go. I'm glad he changed his mind.
Also, can I say one thing? I've gotten into the habit of just drinking water in restaurants, and that's because I don't want anything to take away from the flavour of the food. So I think, okay, if I have tea or coffee or some sort of soft drink or something like that, it may take away from the flavour.
Oh wow!
So, am I right there?
Yeah, you're like
Thinking like that?
cleaning your palate.
So is that a good thing though?
Yeah, of course it is. Honey, there's a dish in the Philippines that has caramelized coconut, and this tastes almost very similar. And this ice cream is based with condensed milk. It's so rich, and it's perfect on a hot day like today. This is an exceptional dessert. Outstanding.
And is that kiwi fruit? Am I got a bit of kiwi fruit there? Look at those things with black seeds. What's that? Anyway, I have to say that this is very impressive.
Very good restaurant.
Yeah. Have we said the name yet?
They might have seen it in the video, but only part of it. What's the name, Honey?
It's called Trinity in Cambridge. That's Trinity Street right up there. Might be Trinity Street, but yeah. So thumbs up, right? Thumbs up from me, anyway.
Thumbs definitely up for me.
In fact, Fee said that not only would she actually come back to this restaurant, she'd have the same dish. I mean, that is pretty good. I mean, A, to come back to the same restaurant, but B, to have the exact same dish. I mean, that was the dinner. I mean, but yeah, that's a good sign, you know.
I love spicy food, so it hit the spot for me.
Right, and now, if you hate spicy food, you just don't want anything to do with it. And this is any restaurant, I suppose. But certainly, if you come to a place like this, you do have to be a little careful. So it's not going to be great for all of you.